What's happening, everybody? This is Sabrewolf94. I've got an expanded match with my lovely Ninetales Salazzle deck. I don't know what you guys think about this deck, but I really like it. I've really been trying to make it work. Ever since I've shown you the deck list, I've kind of changed it up, made it even more consistent. I had to drop a Alolan, not Alolan, but Ninetales Break. I had to drop a few other cards and just make it as consistent as I can, because it's really good. But if you get in some of those situations where you don't have any supporter and you're just passing, you only have your original hand to work with, then it screws itself over. You lose to yourself. I mean, it's the price you pay when you can't run things like Tapu Lele, Jirachi, and you got really no ways to dig, like through abilities, through other stuff. You just have supporters and things like this random receiver and trainer's mail to get you supporters in hand. So gonna start play first, get this landed with a level ball. We have quite a few of our basics down, which is very good. 2 Vulpix, a Salandit, and the Ditto, which can be anything. And random receiver, like I've said, this is one of the newer cards I added. This card is much better compared to something like the Poké Gear we have in standard now, because it's always a guaranteed supporter, especially in this kind of a deck where I don't run things like Lysander, and just about any supporter you grab can be helpful. I have a max amount of ends, max amount of Cynthias here, Chorus even. So yeah, Hypnotoxic Laser, we've filled up our bench, we've got Cynthia for next turn too, so a very good first turn. So not doing too bad so far. With all my basics down, all I just want now is my evolution pieces and start doing the luxchomp shenanigans. Pulling the right Pokemon, poisoning them and burning them with Salazzle, and then getting good one-hit knockouts with Ninetales. My opponent makes a really smart play. I guess he didn't have much going on, and he decided to just use Lysander, KO the Ditto with Tapu Lele. It's an instant KO, just doing 40 damage is enough with 1 DC. A bit sad, but it is what it is. And let's see, we got another Salandit, and I've got the Ninetales. Unfortunately, though, now we're back in the situation where I don't have a supporter. I could have KO'd this Lele with Ninetales, maybe if you had like one more status condition, but I guess not. Like if we had that in like a Burbank City gym. But no, the game is going to go on. Didn't get a cheap victory like that. Just at 100 damage, Tapu Lele, and my opponent has managed to play down some other Pokemon now. So, not my opponent got the first prize, but we're still not doing too bad. I still feel like I'm in control, especially considering this whole deck is one prize attackers. Granted, Ninetales doesn't have a lot of HP, but it is what it is. And what is he gonna do? It seems he's gonna retreat, lose the DC, and go with Welder. Put energies on who? I guess Rangoon are gonna go ahead and try and attack with that guy. He must be pretty desperate. Must not have a really great hand. So gonna go with the letter 2, get some extra energies. Fiery Flint, I guess you're gonna dig for even more. Discard a Fire Energy, and I think that was Green's Search, Green's Exploration, yeah. Should have been Blue's, but yeah. It's the whole thing where in the West, blue is called green, and the original Japanese is blue, not actually green. I don't know if you guys know that. So top deck another Fire Energy. That's not what I need at all. So we're in that situation, what I've said in the beginning, where we're kind of stuck. It's just so sad, man. I've tried everything to make this deck consistent. Just experimented with it, tested with it, made so many changes all the time, like a mini change there, a mini change here. And it's not too bad. Most of the time it can perform nicely, but you get in these situations where you're supporterless in a way. Like I think I have between 12 to 13 supporters, I think, and all of them are all about consistency. I've got Lily, I've got Chorus, the Cynthias, the Ents, Juniper, just everything you can imagine, just to increase my chances of always having a supporter in hand. Okay, let's promote Ninetales now. So top deck the Salazzle. I guess this is good. It's if I don't see a supporter and I see this, then we can make plays. So poison and burn the opposition, and now Ninetales can one-hit KO this dude. You're gonna lose all of your energies too. But my opponent, he does have the lead. He got another prize. He's at 4. I'm gonna be at 5 now. We get the Verbank City Gym. It's good, but not really what I need to see right now, unless I see like another top deck, another Salazzle or Hypnotoxic Laser. But if this Ninetale dies, I'm gonna be out of attackers too. So we want to see something like Cynthia soon. It'd be good. My opponent going to be forced to promote the Volcanion though and just start grabbing energies. Can't do anything else. And we get the Stretcher. Ah, damn it. This isn't what I want to see again. So I'm getting really unlucky here. Really unlucky indeed. But you got to deal with it. So what I could do is just use the Stretcher and just try and pull Tapulele, get her stuck, hopefully. But is this a good play? I guess we're going to go for it. Normally you want to reserve your Stretcher for emergencies, to shuffle in a bunch of Pokemon at once. If you ran out of Salazzles and Ninetales, you got to use more. Or if you need like an emergency one immediately, like you need to pull with Ninetales, you need an emergency Salazzle play. I mean, in this case, I didn't have to do this, but I guess just force my opponent to discard an energy if he wants to move the Lele out of the way, or just use a switch or something. It seems he's going to attach the Far Energy and go back to the Volcanion. The thing is with this deck is that we want to get KOs on GX Pokemon, EX Pokemon, so we can get multiple prizes. You don't want to just get single prizes all the time. Use the Salazzles to knock out things like the Oranguru I knocked out. So finally I top deck the Chorus, so now we get a few things to work with. And look at all these Fire Energies, man. Jesus. Another thing, I only have like 10 Fire Energies in this deck, like just barely enough for you to get by. And drawing all of these together, just fucking hell, man. Sometimes with these hands. Anyway, but I'm gonna save the Ninetales there and promote Salazzle. This is one of the unlikely situations where we managed to power this dude up, and we can do 90 for 3, I guess. The only reason I even did this is just to save Ninetales. It's just more valuable. Once we get our static conditions, we can do high damage. Salazzle, once it evolves, it's kind of useless. It's just sitting there. So, yeah, why not do the 90 damage? Since I've had the few turns, me and my opponent was going slow, attach the energies there. Especially since we're dealing with just a one prize Pokemon, I need to save my Ninetales for the big guys, like that Reshiram. So my opponent right now, I don't know if he like had an energy. He did have. I think he attached on a Reshiram. He didn't. I didn't like this move he made. He should have, at least the way I see it, just attach the energy on Volcanion and get the KO on Salazzle. Yeah, it's one of those Pokemon that are kind of useless. It's not really the threat, but collect your prize. You have a decent prize lead over me, and I mean, it's your Volcanion is gonna die anyway. So I guess he decided to favor Reshiram, just power that guy up. But you know, you should realize that that guy is actually something that I do want to fight. Like I do want you to use that because it's easy prizes for me. Like I can do mass damage on that guy, 2-hit KO it, giving me 3 prizes, while your overkill damage doesn't even matter to me. I'm only giving 1 prizes with my Pokemon. So I guess he decided to do what he did. Now the Reshiram is kind of ready though, I suppose, with 3 energies. He's going to go ahead and promote the Volcanion again though, the other one. Get rid of my Verbank City Gym with the Heat Factory. This is actually can help me out too. I can use it to dig. We have enough Fire Energies to spare, I would say. Now he's going to attach the second Fire Energy and possibly go with the KO on Salazzle. High Heat Blast, indeed. Should have done that the previous turn, but okay, I guess you wanted to grab an energy, one more energy first. So let's go ahead and promote my Ninetales, and you know what, I'm gonna use the level ball. Wow, we don't even have shit in the deck to grab. Okay, whatever. And before I attach an energy, actually, let's use Heat Factory. You're gonna help me out here. And I don't see. I would like to see a Ninetales, to be honest, so we can pull the Reshiram there. But I guess I'm just gonna KO the Volcanion. I mean, we still need to get like one more prize, uh, even if I knocked out Reshiram. So let's go ahead, attack you, I guess. Just dig through our prizes. Maybe I'll get what I need from there. And let's see, indeed, it looks like we have a Ninetales in the prizes. So all I'm going to do now is just focus all of my efforts to targeting this Reshiram. I've got my Ninetales. I think this might be the last one. Like, I think I should have another one in the deck, but we have two down. I've got one in hand, so there should be one more in the deck. Like, I used the stretcher too, so we got to be careful with our resources. I think I should have enough of Salazzles, but we got to be careful. We can't make any mistakes here. My opponent going to play down another Reshiram and Charizard GX. But at this point, by the time you power up that guy, I'm going to wrap the game up. That will be my aim. So Poke Gear, speaking of which, I'm going to try and dig for something, I guess. I mean, in Expanded, I don't know why you would use Poke Gear. It just seems like the random receiver is better. I mean, I guess it gives you the option to reveal a bunch of supporters and then get the welder you need, but I don't know. It just seems like random receiver is better in almost every way. Old school, old school. Black and white is old school right now. Jason did his articles on the WordPress, if you guys didn't check them out, covering the black and white era too. I guess I'm going to go off topic if I talk about that, but it's just crazy that that era just had a lot of potential. It got ruined by the rules, what I meant to say. So, okay, back in the game, I'm going to promote Ninetales here. We get the N. I'm happy to see this. I was actually going to dig for it if we didn't see it, because I do want to minimize my opponent's hand. I don't want him to target down my Salandit or... yeah, we're going to evolve now anyway, but I just want to minimize his hand, just in case he does things like heal and shit. That will be pretty bad. So play down the Mime too so that I don't draw him. I think I'm going to play down... yeah, I'm going to use the Field Blower. Just target the Heat Factory. I know I can't get rid of it, but it's just to move it out of the way because we're going to use N and I don't want to draw useless cards. Use the letter 2 and go with an N, minimize my hand, minimize his hand, but I have most of the stuff that I need and I should have a lot of supporters left in the deck. My deck is pretty thinned out. So it's going to hurt him a lot more than it was going to hurt me. All we want to do is just knock out this Reshiram. I'm severely injured it right now, and he's definitely going to want to move it out of the way. Otherwise, he's going to lose. But this is where the Vulpix comes in. I just want to target you down with Ninetales and just finish you off even if we want to just run away. So promoting the other dude, but doesn't even have a far energy. So with the DC, he can't even get the KO. He can't use Flare Strike. He has to use Outrage for just 30. So at this point, it's basically GG, and we top deck the Master Ball. I don't even need to dig with Cynthia. I was probably going to see the Ninetales anyway. So, indeed, Ninetales are going to evolve into you and search, well, not search, but pull the Hurt Reshiram. Now with the Cynthia, all I need is just a laser. I should be able to see it. Come on, deck is thinned out. And we do, lucky, also the Verbank City Gym. So very good, and this is GG. We win against this Reshiram deck. Not bad, not bad. Ninetales Salazzle putting in the work. So very nice game. Like I've said, I enjoy using this deck. I intend to use it even more in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and thank you guys for watching as always. Sabrewolf94, we'll say yeah.